Hi guys, we're going to do a project that works on our blending and shading techniques, okay? So you're going to need your paper I gave you, a Sharpie, and a ruler or a straight edge. It doesn't have to exactly be a ruler, it just has to be something so you can make a straight line, okay? Let's see if I can get your... And you're going to start by kind of going across the page. And what we really want to do is we want to kind of hit the middle. So it doesn't have to be the exact middle, but I'm just going to guess and I'm going to make a dot. And see, mine's a little off center, which is totally fine. Just we want all these lines to go through the same point. So I'm going to make something here and it has to go from this side to this side, run through my dot. Looks like I'm going to need a new Sharpie. Pause. Okay, got my new Sharpie here. Running right through that dot. Okay, then I'm going to move and go from the other side. Sorry, I got a little frog, guys. So I always want to go from opposite side to opposite side and through the dot. Okay, then I'm going to do another one, but notice I'm keeping them kind of spaced apart. I do not want them to be on top of each other, guys. There has to be room. Don't quite have enough yet, and so this one's pretty big yet, so I'm going to go through that one. And then this one's pretty big yet. Rotate and go through that one. Okay. I think that'll be it. So you should have something like this when you're done. Then put your cap on your Sharpie. You're done with it. Okay. So then you're going to do in colors. So you can either choose crayons or colored pencils, either one, but not markers. Okay, because they do not blend very well and we're working on blending. Okay, let me grab mine. So you're going to choose one color. So I've got kind of a dark purpley color here. And this is the only color you're going to use for this entire project. Okay, so make sure it's a nice long pencil or a nice long crayon so you got plenty of room. And we're going to work on our blending. And I told you wrong. Rewind, go back to your before and get your Sharpie. Okay, so we have to draw curves. So I'm going to go between, just take one section, and I'm going to do one section and make curved lines that are parallel to each other. So they're repeating exactly the same curve about the same distance apart, and leave yourself some space. Okay, guys, just to help to make these look round. And then we're going to do the same thing on the next one, but curve the other way. And notice I'm not lining them up at the same point as the one. I'm offsetting them. Okay, then I'm going to do the same, go the other direction this way. Okay, then I'm going to go this direction this way. Tools. So you should be repeating that over and over again. You should have one that curves up, and then the next one curves down, and then up, and then down. So if I were you, I would freeze the video right now and look at this and make sure you match yours up as you go. So it should have, you should feel like one is sticking up and one is bent underneath. And when we shade it, it'll look even more that way. So make sure yours looks like this before you go on the next step. So again, you're going to find just your one crayon and you're going to start coloring. And on the ones that curve towards me, you're going to color and kind of follow the curve really dark on the outside. And then the closer you get to the middle, you're going to get lighter until in the very middle, it's going to stay white. But it should fade. It shouldn't look like stripes. It should fade. And then you do the same thing on the other side. Take your time, guys. Some of you want to rush through things and make this look nice. This is This is big kid art. It's figuring out how to do your shadowing. Okay, so and then go lighter and lighter here. And then I'm not sure I want the middle completely white, so I'm barely going to color on top of that. So you need to do every other stripe like that. So I will show you when I get a little farther. All right, so I've done a couple. So what you're noticing is, hopefully you can see it, I shade on the outside, get lighter towards the middle. These follow that curve. Then these follow this curve, and it's going to start looking like some of the tunnels are underneath and some are on top. This is called tunnels, this drawing. So again, I'm always, though, coloring dark on the outside and getting lighter towards the middle. But notice as I do that, I'm following the curve of those lines. So this is lighter here, and then lighter till almost white. Okay, and then get a little bit darker and a little bit darker, a little bit darker till I get really dark over here on the side. Okay, but I followed the curve as I did that. I don't want to go straight. It would make it not feel right, and they wouldn't look like tubes. They'd look like, I don't know, sun rays or something, which isn't what you want. It gives this really cool optical illusion effect if you do it right. Okay, we're fading towards the top. Notice I don't have exact stripes where I change colors because I'm kind of working them together as I go. Okay, very light here. All right, so this is what you're going to do. You can continue to go around following the curves, always dark on the outside. Take your time. It only works if it's not streaky, guys. Notice I'm not coloring it in big streaks like this because it does not work that way. Little strokes, fill it in, take your time and do it right. Nobody should have this done by the end of today's class. You should probably even be halfway if you get that far. Okay, so slow down and do it right. So this is what it should look like, but you're going to keep going all the way around every other color. Okay, good luck with that.